All right. Hello, hello, and happy Monday, my Digital Coaching Club family. How's everybody doing? Everybody have a good weekend? Let's see some jazz hands. Everybody have a good, yeah, jazz hands. Woo! Yeah, weekends are great, right? But I love my job. So, you know what I mean? I love Mondays. Mondays is when I get to connect with you guys. Mondays when I get to see you guys, my people, my community. And I love it. So first and foremost, you know how this goes. I want to hear a win. I want to hear something good that happened last week. Hello, Miss Stella. I love the red on you, girl. I love that color on you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I want to hear something good that happened. And my win for the week is, so go ahead and drop it in the comments. My win is my mom had a very successful surgery and she's healing very well. So glad to hear everything. Thank you, Candace. Thank you so much. So just drop something good that happened. Remember, we have to celebrate the small victories. Come on, Carolyn. I don't see you typing over there. Carolyn, you ain't typing nothing. Neither you, Jack. Something good had to happen. Something good.
You know what happened to me.
Oh, come on. You said your back was feeling better. There you go. No more pain. No pain today. How about that? That's a win, right? You got to take those small wins where you can. Otherwise, this entrepreneurship journey, it's going to be a rough one for you. So you have to celebrate the small wins. And that's why we do these things. Yay. I'm glad to hear that. 2 new products in my new digital Etsy store launched with 2 more almost done. I love it. Lucinda, progress. See, progress. She's getting more products added to her store. That's a great win. Stella said I've recorded 2 modules so far and made $70 on TikTok Shop. Not even trying to. I love it. Money, money, money. Right? I feel clarity in my journey. Oh, Tammy. Whoo, girl. When that light turns on, it's bright, isn't it?
Well, you helped me last week. So that is a part of the clarity. So thank you.
I'm so glad. But I'll tell you what, when that clarity starts and you're like, oh, I get it. And that light bulb, I'm getting goosebumps right now. Ooh, it's so amazing because that's where your journey, to me, that's where your journey starts. So yes, I've been in my online journey for 5 years, but it wasn't until 2 years ago, 2023, that my light bulb turned on. I was like, oh, I totally get it. So for me, I've been doing this for like 2 years. Like I totally get it. So as you know, I was the course creator for Leap, and I reverted it to the actual MRR business model and kind of took a step back, and I'm rebranding and starting over, right? But I'm not starting over from zero. I'm starting over from experience. So I know exactly what it takes.
You know what, Michelle? I know people have been with you a lot longer than I have, but just seeing your transition from 1 to 2 to the 3rd platform, it gave me it lets me know that, it's a journey and we're ever evolving, and do not be afraid to make those pivots and those changes to kind of shape your business. So I admire that about you. And that's why I'm going to stick with you. Seriously.
I'm so glad to hear that. Don't make me cry now, girl. But I'm like feeling that vibration all over me, girl. Like my legs are got goosebumps. I love that. I absolutely love that, because you know what? And I'm not even going to say that this is going to be my last rebrand or my last transition. It may not be, right? As you grow and evolve in business, things change and you have to change with it. Whether, again, you can kind of tell those people that are just in it for the money. They keep doing the same thing over and over again. There's no growth, if you will. There has to be growth in your business, right? Thank you, Tammy, for sharing that. I love that. Christina says, chose my final content pillars, created 60 days content calendar for my new account, updated my new freebie. Ooh, Christina. Ooh, I'm feeling that vibe. That's awesome. That is a huge, huge win right there for you. Good for you. See, sometimes you just got to be like, I'm taking the time. Everything else is going to have to wait. I'm doing my content. But you know what? After you're done with that content, you're like, oh my goodness, that felt so good, right? When I got last Tuesday, when I filmed more content than I usually film, 2 weeks worth, I was like, wow, that was a good freaking day. because I filmed 2 weeks worth of content in like 3 hours. I'm like, yeah, man, I got this thing on lock. So I love that for you, Christina. Tanya says, I made a sale with my course. Woohoo! Yay. Tanya, that's just the beginning, girl. It's about to get good. But you told me you were doing really good building your list. I have just about finished my sales page for my course. All right, Carolyn, here we go. Carolyn's got some wins here. I'll get with you with my questions. Yes, we can still jump on a call if you need to. Carolyn will get you moving in the right direction, okay? Lucinda, you have to be true to yourself. And if that takes adjusting your business as you grow, then that is a positive thing. And that's absolutely right, Lucinda. You got to, because you're in this for you. Like you get your why. Like you're not in it for everyone else. And I'll tell you what, I sat on that whole decision for months and months. And I was like, I got to do this for me. Hey, Mary. Hey, Nahid. Hey, Jonda. Hey, Jose. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Nahid, I got a question. Did you make a payment? Because you were one of the ones that I found that you're in here, but I didn't see any payment for you. So I think you got to go check your emails, okay?
Yes, I have done the payment, and I want you to send me the link again because I want to update my card again. One second.
You got it. You got it. So just check your emails. Do a search for Michelle Spark, and you might find a bunch of emails from me, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Glad to have you here. I feel that 100%. It's a journey. For me, accepting that the first year for me has been a learning opportunity versus a bunch of failures is gold. Yes, Christina. Hello, Jose. Good morning, Jose. Look at everybody saying good morning. So those of you that don't know, he's in the top left of my screen, but Mr. Jack. So we got another man here with us. I love having the men in the room. So you're not alone, Jack. You're not by yourself, but he just joined us, Jack, last week. Can I help on yes, Stella, yes. I do have, so my TikTok live, I am going to go live today, but I'm actually doing a podcast interview with somebody in the UK. So her time is 3 p.m. for me. So I'll be streaming that live. I did ask her permission. Can I stream on my TikTok and Instagram live while we do the podcast interview? And she said yes. So that's what my TikTok live will be. So yes, I know. So exciting. Another podcast interview. I love it. All right. Well, here we go. So for those of you that don't know, we're going to go over email marketing 101. I'm not going to get into some, high level strategies or anything like that, because how many of you, and I want you to drop it in the comments, how many email subscribers do you have on your list currently right now? I don't care if it's a 0, put 0. Yep. Go ahead. Put it in the comments. Let me see it. I'm so glad to see you, Kavette. We need to meet up too, girl. And Jonda is here. How's your course doing, Miss Jonda? Jose's got 250. I love that.
Now that you fixed my stuff, it's going better.
Yay, I'm so
And
glad.
I did send out an email to all the people that I did lose. And so far, 2 of them have responded back.
Nice. Okay. Mary Hurst, 0. Look at all the zeros. Stella's got 1. Woo! There you go. That's a start. Jonna's got 54. So she's building like a rock star. All right. And then everybody's got 0. So in light of what took place with TikTok, right? And we still don't know the fate of TikTok, right? We have no idea if that platform's going to come back. How many of you, that was your main platform? It was for me. It was my main platform. Okay. It's not anymore. Starting early last year, I started learning Instagram. Let me start building up my Instagram. So I started learning the Instagram platform. So I am kind of glad now Instagram has turned into my primary, and every now and again I'll post on TikTok. So I've stopped becoming regular on TikTok even before the whole ban thing got really bad. Tanya's got over 1,000. Look at you, girl. I love it. Jose's like, I'm too old for TikTok. No, you ain't. There ain't no such thing. There ain't no such thing. No such thing. What email marketing tool is good for a beginner to use? So Tammy, here's what I'm going to tell you. Oh, she just took a phone call, so I'll answer it when she comes back. Okay. So she's like, I gotta go. I know she's on her 9 to 5. So, okay. So one of the first things you got to remember is for someone to trust you, to give you their name and email, you've got to give them some value, free value. Like in exchange for this free training on how to do this, give me your name and email. And that's how you start building your list. So a lot of times, especially with new marketers, you don't want to go into the join my newsletter. A lot of people aren't going to do that. I don't know why, but they think their email address is like sacred ground. They don't want to share that with anybody, right? Right? How many of you feel that way? Like, I ain't giving you my email address. Like,
Yes, absolutely. No, give an old one, the 2 ones. That's not what I used to have.
I ain't giving you my email address. Never mind. Or they'll give you a fake one, right? So in order for them to feel like, ooh, I got to have that, I need that, I want that, you've got to give them some value, okay? So I did a training previously on lead magnets, and there is a training inside of the Digital Coaching Club on lead magnets. If you haven't taken that training, go through that training. It talks about a lead magnet and how powerful they are. You got to make sure with that lead magnet, you wow them, okay? And you give them a quick win, a quick transformation. Okay, so like for you, Stella, with your German, you could give them some, the top 10 most used phrases in Germany, right? And they're going to learn those. Maybe you have a little audio file where you actually speak the words to them. That's a freebie that they can get from you, where they would be like, okay, I feel kind of fluent in German now. You want them to have that transformation, something easy for them to do and be like, oh, wow, these are easy, like the easiest phrases to say in German, right?
Okay. I can absolutely do that.
You know what I'm saying? So they'll get a quick win from that. They're not going to get everything you've taught them in your course, but they're going to get, 5 of the top used phrases, 10 of the top used phrases, and they'll be able to say them with you and learn German. For free. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So email if they're looking to learn German. Hey, Amber, how are you? Good to see you. Hello, Lori Davidson. Did I miss anybody? I think I got everybody. I have no more hand lotion in there like sandpaper. All right. So Tammy, you had said something. What email marketing tool is good for a beginner to use? Here's what I'm going to tell everybody now because of all of the struggles that I've been through with my whole email marketing. All right. Number 1, pick a system. Number 2, stick with it. I have moved my systems from, I think it was GetResponse I've used, ActiveCampaign. I didn't really use ClickFunnels as my email marketing tool. Then I went to System.io. Then I went to this other one that shall remain nameless because I'm suing them. Then I went to Captivation Hub. Then I went to my own SparkFlow Pro with 3 different sub accounts. Now I'm in Lady Wealth Warrior and I'm trying to bring everybody up, and it's a nightmare. It is an absolute nightmare. So all weekend while I was sitting with my mom, she's watching TV, healing, whatever, I'm going through my email, all of my contacts, removing all the invalid emails, removing all the people that have unsubscribed from my list, cleaning up my list. Okay. So find a platform and stick with it. If you are using one and you like it, just stick with it. Okay. Now I am going to tell you this, out of all of those platforms that I just mentioned, I used them all. I loved them all. They were easy for me because I pick up on softwares pretty easy. But now that I'm on the Go High Level platform, I love it because it can do everything for me. It can do my forms. It can do my surveys. It can do my webinars. It can do my quizzes. It can do my funnels. It can do my emails. It can do my text messaging. I don't have to I can even do the DM automations with Instagram and Facebook. I don't need to have ManyChat or any of those other systems. So I would say, this is my advice to you, Tammy, go to Go High Level. Okay. I promote Social Connector. Okay. And that's the one I promote inside my boot camp, right? Misty's on it. Stella's on it. We got a couple other ladies on it, right? Kathy's on it and they're using it. And again, everything takes time to learn, Tammy. So you might as well pick one that you're going to use forever and start learning it. Okay. So if you want, I can drop the link for you if you want to check out Social Connector. There is a 2-week free trial, so you can kind of play around with it. But this is where I'd start building your business. You can have your pipelines, your opportunities. You can actually bring your leads through a pipeline.
Okay.
Because
I have crap all over the place now, and I'm just like,
see?
I can't for another damn thing.
See? That's what I'm saying. So bring everything over into one place, and now you can manage everything in one place. And then you don't ever have to leave. Oh, Cavette left.
Question about that.
Uh-huh.
I have things on PayHip. Can I use that platform just like PayHip, put all my digital products up there and people buy from that?
So what I would do, I don't think it connects directly to Go High Level, but you can use a tool called Zapier. So anytime somebody actually purchases something on PayHip, you zap them over into Go High Level. And now your contact is on Go High Level and you can start emailing them there.
All right, I'll check that out and get started.
All
Because I have to start an email list, I guess.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes. Okay. So in light of what took place with TikTok, okay, and we don't own that traffic. You guys know that. I don't own my Instagram followers. Hello, Christine. I don't own my TikTok followers. I don't own any of those people. If those platforms go down, I'm out, right? So you want to make sure that you have an email list, and that is so important, okay? Does anybody know? Does anybody have any guesses? Oh, Mary's asking how much is Go High Level. It's $97 a month, and that is a freaking steal. I know what you guys are thinking, Tammy. I was paying $297 a month, so no, it's a steal. Okay, $297 a month is what I was paying for ClickFunnels. And Active Campaign, I was paying $2,500 per year, and that was only for 5,000 subscribers. Once I got more subscribers, I had to pay more. So yeah, $97. You're robbing him. I'm just saying. Because it does so much for you, and it's a business expense, and you won't need any other tools. That's the benefit. You won't need ManyChat. You won't need any of this other stuff. You know what I mean? Totally worth it. And organize yourself with Trello boards. Yes. Christina's like, I would die without Trello, right? Hashtag Trello is life. I'm just saying. Is your freebie, in your freebie, give them transformation? Yes, Christina, you said it perfectly. Give them transformation, not information. Okay. So if your lead can't get a transformation, like, oh, now I've got my product idea, know exactly what I'm creating, right? Or, okay, now I know exactly how to put my product on StanStore. Awesome, right? Give them a transformation in your freebie. Oh my God, I get way too many email addresses, right, Christina? That's why you're like, no, you can't have my email address. With it, yes, Mary, that would replace StanStore. Yes. And again, I love StanStore. Don't get me wrong. I got an all expenses paid trip from Stan. StanStore is wonderful, okay? But what I found with Stan is when I had more than one thing in my store, because my StanStore is on there right now because I'm not in a promotion cycle, I've got 4 different buttons on there for people to choose from. If I get any freebies, they're going to go for the freebie. They're not going to go for the thing that I'm trying to get them to buy. That's just what I found out using a link in bio situation. We have more than one product. Kavette had to jump off because of a phone call. She was waiting. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so email marketing. Does anybody know what the #1 email is that has about a 99% open rate? Ooh, Kathy knows. Go ahead, girl.
The delivery of your freebie.
That's right. The delivery email for the delivery of your freebie. So if somebody opts in to get your freebie, 99% of people are going to open that email. So that email needs to be what? Value packed, right? Hey, here's your freebie. Congratulations. It's going to give you this, 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 and this. You know, if you want, you can check out, you know, if you want to level up your game, if you want to learn how to create more content, if you want to learn the basics of Canva, if you want to get to be an expert at Canva, right? That's your intro to your next product, which should also be in your freebie, mind you. Okay. There should always be a call to action for how somebody can get your paid thing in your freebie. Okay. That's super important too. So that email is a very important email. So if you spend no time, or if you spend any time, spend it on that first email. Okay. That delivery email to your customer, delivering that freebie and all that goodness that they're going to get. Okay. So I do have something to share with you today. You know, I always come with gifts. So that's just who I is. All right. But having a list isn't enough. Having subscribers doesn't magically generate revenue for your business, because if you don't know how to monetize that list, where's the money going to come from? Right. But you may have heard this. The money is in the list. And that is so true. So accurate. The money is in the list. So start building your list now. Take the time, get a really good freebie, something that's really going to give them a transformation. Teeny one, you know, you don't want to solve the problem that your product is going to solve, right? All right, I got to stop doing that. Okay. So a lot of marketers ask themselves, how do I build a subscriber list? When they should be asking, how will I monetize a subscriber list once I have it, right? So in other words, I have a subscriber, now what? So yes, the money is in the list, but only if you know what's next. All right. So when someone signs up for your list, they are introducing themselves. When you send a welcome email, you're offering them a handshake. Hey, nice to meet you. My name is Michelle. I was in the Army for over 33 years, blah, 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 right? So you need to have an indoctrination or welcome email sequence. Everybody, okay? Everybody, write that down. Welcome email sequence. So here's how my process works. Somebody opts in for a freebie. I deliver that freebie to them. At the end of that automation, I add them to my nurture email sequence workflow. Okay. So that way the delivery email, because you don't want people getting 5 different emails from you. Let's say they opt in for this freebie, then your low ticket, and then this over here. Now they're getting 3 different emails from 3 different automations, right? So I deliver the freebie and then I drop them into my nurture sequence. They don't get any of my newsletters, which I send out 3 times a week. They don't get any of those emails until they're done with my nurture sequence. So after that nurture sequence at the end, they get tagged master, and now they'll start getting my 3 emails a week. Okay. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay. Welcome email sequence. It's super important. What is the purpose of this welcome email? Well, why should you bother writing a welcome emails? Well, there's one email that gets a higher open rate. We already talked about that. The welcome to my email. Here's your freebie, right? Opens and click-through rates are often 2 times than any other email that you send. 2 times. Can you imagine that? So how many emails should you include in your welcome email sequence? So it's recommended to send between 4 and 6 as part of your welcome series. I send, I think it might be 5. I might have to go look, but I think I send 4 nurture on my nurture, and that's my welcome email sequence, right? I like that email strategy. Yes, Christina, you get it. You get it. When we use Go High Level, do we still have to have a pro email and a domain? Also, does Go High Level hook all that up for us? No, no, and no. I mean, yes and no. So Mary, yes, you have to have a professional domain. You don't have to have a professional email. Okay. Just a professional domain. And then they don't hook it all up for you, but lucky for you, you know me. I do teach that stuff. So I will be having a funnel building module or course inside of the Digital Coaching Club, and Social Connector will be part of it. So I'll take you through all of that stuff. I did actually ask Jeremy, the owner of Social Connector, to create those videos for me for my course module, and he said he would. I like that. So the nurture sequence is, yes, Kathy. My nurture sequence is my welcome sequence. And that's just nurturing them onto my list to get them, to know who I am, how I got here on my journey, and to let them know that they're not alone. Hey, you're just like me. Okay. And those that are not just like me are the ones that hit unsubscribe. They're like, oh, she's not my girl, right? Unsubscribe. So if you're not getting my emails, just by the way, if you guys are not getting my emails, you got to check your spam. Okay. If any of my emails are in the spam, reply to one of them. That'll let Gmail know, oh, I know this lady. Okay. Because then there's some interaction there. And that's always a good advice to put in that first email. Hey, congratulations, welcome. Here's your freebie, hey, hit reply and let me know you got it. And then have them reply and say, got it. That's what I did a lot with my DCC and my Lipo family, because I didn't want my emails to go to spam. So once they replied and said, got it, all my emails wouldn't go to spam anymore. Okay. So here are some examples. Well, you need to have enough emails to build trust and help your contacts out before you push for the sale. 5 emails gives you space to devote each email to a specific topic. And maybe that's what I have. I got 5. All right. So examples of welcome email series. All right. You got first-time buyers of your product or service. You've got phone calls and conversations with new contacts. You can go ahead and follow up with an email. Cross sells and upsells, right? You got more onboarded clients or customers, any testimonials, more members for a community, more information or feedback to help improve your business. So these are just example goals. These are your goals. That's what you're trying to get from your welcome email sequence. All right. So email number 1 would be welcome new clients to your business. Hey, welcome to Lady Wealth Warrior. So great to have you here. My name is Michelle. I'm a retired Army vet, blah, 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 right? Tell your story, how you got here, all your ups and downs. Now, I'm not saying give them a 32-page email here. Okay? We don't want them reading your life story in one email. You want to give them a little bit on the first day, a little bit on the next day, right? Because you want to take them through your journey. And your journey being, I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I've tried everything out there that I could possibly, stick around for the next email and let me tell you what I did. And then the next email comes in and you could tell them, so I found affiliate marketing and I started doing affiliate marketing, became really, really successful and blah, 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 right? Then I found this, right? So you want to take them through your journey in a series of emails, not in one email. Okay. So remember that, not in one email. I promise people will not read it. Email number 2, how do you work? Build trust by introducing your team and sharing a little bit about your team's background. Now, if you don't have a team, that's okay. You can let them know I'm a solopreneur. I'm doing it all alone. I'm wearing the marketing hat, the ads hat, the content creator hat. Like, tell them. Email number 3, what they can expect from you. So thanks for joining my email list. So I'm going to be sharing tips, tricks, and simple strategies that can help you learn how to create and sell digital products. So if you're looking to level up your income, digital products is the way to go, right? So I'm going to take them through that. And then email number 4, what you need from them. Okay. So what I need from you is to hit reply to this email so that no more of my emails go to spam and you can get all the tips, tricks, and strategies as they're coming in your inbox, right? The world has a lot of people and most of them aren't your customers. That's why most welcome email sequences tend to focus on new leads and subscribers. Your welcome email is the first step of your welcome series. In your welcome email, you should introduce yourself, say hello, and give people the information they signed up for. Okay. So what can you use a welcome email for? You can deliver your lead magnets. You can give people to actually use your product, products. Hey, I'm going to give you this free product. I want you to tell me what you think, right? Get that feedback, that testimonial, if you will. Give people helpful information. Introduce people to your brand story. That's what I was just talking about. And then ask people what they want so you can send it to them. There is nothing wrong putting in your welcome email series saying, hey, hit reply. Tell me what it is that you're looking to accomplish. Tell me what your number 1 goal is. Tell me what it is your smallest goal is, or what do you want to accomplish in 2025? Here's the key. Don't get them thinking too deep. If people have to think too deep, they're not going to answer. Okay. That goes the same with like your Facebook membership questions. If people got to think, oh, what is my goal? They're not going to answer. They're just not. Okay. But if you're like, would you rather have help on this, and this? They're going to be like, oh, I need help on that. And they'll answer it easier. So you want to get those easy questions for them to answer. So Stella, and again, I'm just going to use you just because my brain is on fire right now. You could literally, in your email say, so I teach German. Okay. So if you wanted to start with the basics of German, what would you want to learn first? The alphabets, your numbers, or general phrases? And then get them to tell you. So hit reply to that email and tell me which one you would want, A, B, or C. And then they just reply with B. They'll reply with C, or you know what I mean? Make it easy for them to give you their response. The harder you make it, they're not going to respond. I promise you. Okay. So email number 1 is your welcome email. Ever heard the old saying, you only get one shot in a first impression? Well, that's exactly what the welcome email. It's your one and only shot to make a strong first impression. Connect with your new subscriber and stand out in their mind and in their inbox. So the job of the welcome email is to introduce yourself and your story, your company, align yourself with them, right? Get them to resonate. So again, those that don't resonate aren't going to stick around. You want the ones that are going to resonate. Set expectations for what exactly they will receive now that they're on your list. Restate the benefits of being a subscriber. Get them to make micro commitments and open a loop that captures and holds their attention. So open that loop would be, so do you want to hear what I did to really take off my success and make over multiple 6 figures? Right? Question mark. Stick around for tomorrow's email and I'm going to let you in on all the secrets. And they're going to be like, oh my God, I got to wait till tomorrow. Right? That's the loop, right? That's the loop you want to leave them in. Okay. So that they'll be like looking for I can't wait for that email to come in. Okay. So that's your welcome email again. Oh, Mary left. Hey, Karen, how are you? Dora, hello. Hello, hello. Okay. So some recommended subject lines. Welcome to Lady Wealth Warrior. Here's where to start. Subject B, you're in. Now let's get started. Or subscription confirmed. Welcome. And those are just some simple ones, but trust me when I tell you, you can put a couple of those in there into ChatGPT and say, hey, this is my current subject line. Can you spice it up, make it irresistible where my customers want to open it? And you'll get, 5 different answers, right? Email number 2 is, what if you could solve this problem? Okay. Your contacts have a problem. The thing you sell solves their problem. So going back to Miss Stella, okay, your customers are wanting to go to Germany, but they don't know how to talk German. I don't know how to talk German, right? So that's their problem. Okay. You have a solution, but no one will buy your thing if they don't believe they can solve their problem in the first place. That's what this email does. It shows them that there is an answer to their problem. So again, how many of you would think that you can learn another language in a week? Anybody think you can learn another language in a week? Yeah, not me. Jose, all right. Show off. Show off. I don't. Like, there's nothing inside of me that thinks that I could learn another language in a week. But I think I could learn from Stella the things that I need to know if I was traveling in another country like Germany. Like, I would be able to learn how to speak the things. I just have to put in the work, right? So if you get your customers to believe that they can actually solve their problem. So in other words, it moves them from the problem aware to solution aware. Okay. So they have a problem. So I'm going to Germany. I have no idea how to talk German. I'm going to get lost. I'm not going to know what to do. And
Don't
now,
know how to ask how to go to the toilet or to the bathroom.
see what I'm saying? So now you're going to move them to solution aware. So you're going to let them know. So I created a course because I found a lot of people were traveling to Germany, but they didn't know how to talk the native language. So I put together a course to help those people that want to travel, but don't want to look, I don't want to say the word stupid, but don't want to feel like they don't know what they're doing, where they're going, or how to speak the language, right? So now they're into the, oh, there's a solution, right? You're getting them to the solution aware. So to write a what if email, you need to ask 3 questions. Now, before you guys write all of this down, I have all my notes, so you're going to get them. Okay. So you don't have to write them down. Y'all are going to get the notes. Okay. So what problem does my reader need solved? What problem? So again, in Stella's case, she's got people want to travel to Germany, but they don't know how to speak the language. Can anybody drop their clients' problems in the chat? So what is a problem that your client has? What problem does my reader need solved? I want to know what problem they have that needs to be solved. Jose says, I can use translation on smartphones now, but I still look like hooks, hooks, and hooks. That's right. Oh, Mary's like, gotta take a call. Because words, so I know they were talking bad about me. Information in bite size. That's right. So Kathy said, so the nurture sequence is basically you're welcome. So are you going to explain? Yes. Yes, Kathy, I will explain my newsletter. How to have a cohesive brand suite. There you go. I don't like my brand is all over the place, right? So I need a cohesive brand suite so that everything looks like the same across my entire brand. Need to understand the special education jargon. Ooh, see? Same thing as like speaking another language, right? How to save money on everyday stuff. John, I love that. Jose, people wanting everything now or yesterday. Yeah, that is the truth. Client's pet passes away and they need to acknowledge it. We have a gift service for Pet Biz to send sympathy gifts on their behalf. Aw, Lori, I love that. Spend less time on the books and more time on their business. Yes, Ramella, you got it, girl. Right? Like, I don't want to do my books. I don't like these, I don't like doing the books. I know they got to be done, but I don't want to do them, right? That's their problem. So you want to let them know there's a solution. You're not going to tell them what the solution is. So like when I was saying earlier, I have this course. You don't want to tell them that you have a course. You're going to let them know that there is a way for them to learn another language in as little as a week. You know what I mean? But you're not going to tell them what it is. All right. So with the next question is, what do they need to do to solve it? And then what do they think they need to do, but actually don't? Right. So what do people think they need to do in the Stella? They think they need to go get Rosetta Stone. They think they need to go take a German course in college, right? So those are things that you need to put in your email. No, you don't need a fancy, German course in college level German course. No, you don't need to go sign up for Rosetta Stone, right? These are things that go in your email. You tell them, no, you don't need to do this. No, you don't. You know what I mean? Okay. So with answers to those questions, writing your email is simple. You just tear down the thing they need and fill it in with the thing they actually need. Note, and this is important, part of this email is showing your readers that they're wrong. It is absolutely critical that you focus your attention on how what they think they need is wrong and not belittling their problems. You don't want to belittle them in the process, but you want to let them know, like, it's not your fault. Like, this is what society told you. Society told you how to get a good job, a good education, to get a good job, work for 40 years, and then die, right? Like, that's what society tells us, right? So I can literally say that's not true. Society made you believe that, but it is not true. You can actually create a sustainable, profitable business online by doing this, and this, right? That's my emails. Okay. So their problem is in your way. They listen to you because you solve their problem. You tear down their beliefs to help them solve their problem better. All right. Email number 3, Goodwill Hunting, AKA it's not your fault. And that's what we were just talking about. If you remember nothing else, here's the core message of this email. This is hard and nobody teaches it to you. It's not your fault. And here's how you can learn. Does that make sense? I mean, simple. You let them know, like the special education jargon. Nobody teaches this. It's not your fault. Here's the solution, right? What does it say? And here's how you can learn. Email 4 is future pacing. How will your offer change someone's life? Okay. Email 5 and 6, urgency. And this is the time to sell. So email number 5 and 6 is where you make the sales. So if you've ever run an email funnel for a product launch, you know that most sales come at the end. Sure, some cash can trickle in when you announce the product, but it isn't until it's time to do or die that most people will whip out their credit cards and be like, take my money, right? They just, for some reason, I can't explain it. So when you're in a launch cycle, make sure that you're just as strong starting out as you do finish. So here's the focus of these emails, right? Email 5 and 6 is your last chance to make the sale and your last chance to get your readers to buy from you. Often these emails are sent out the same day because it's time to ramp up the urgency. So email number 5 is urgency, features, and benefits. Ramp up the urgency. Countdown timers work very well here. You can also push the loss aversion lever by painting a sad picture of what life looks like without your product. So in Stella's example, you could be standing there doing the pee-pee dance because you don't know how to ask, how do I get to the toilet, right? Like, that's a great analogy. I'd find a GIF for that. I'm just saying, pee-pee dance.
That's what I'm going to do today for content. Today. Such a good idea. Such a good idea.
That's a good one, right? Then email number 6 is final reminders and testimonials. Typically a shorter email. This is a final reminder, a true last chance email. It's a good place to emphasize testimonials in case proof is what's holding people back. So, for example, something like this, and again, this is your welcome sequence, okay? And you have this course, maybe you want to give them like a 10% discount. So after that 6th email, if they don't purchase, their discount's gone. Like, they get no discount. You know what I mean? So that would be a good way to get people into. So for right now, only to my subscribers, I'm offering a 10% discount on my course that's going to help you learn how to say those phrases in German so that you can go to the bathroom in peace in Germany without feeling like you don't know how to ask for it, right? You know what I'm saying? So, and there's so much you can do with that. There's like, my brain is on fire. All right. So that's what, so there is some selling done, and it is done in your welcome sequence, but you want to make sure that you're warming them up and they understand who you are in those first like 3 to 4 emails. Then email 5, email 6 is kind of like where you're making your sales, where you're telling them about your product and how it can change their life. Okay. FOMO literally gets me. Me too, Christina. I'm the worst at FOMO. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta buy this now, but there's so many bonuses. Like I almost got taken for ClickFunnels again. Like I don't need ClickFunnels. Like I mean, go high level. Like, but I almost bought it, man. And I was like, nope. I had to have someone talk me down from the ledge. I'm telling you, it was bad. Trade learning is the future. Yes, learn a trade and then teach it or offer the service. People want special. They do, and that's exactly it, Jose. That's where the world is moving to. So, again. That's why I went from Lipo Max 317 module course to like low ticket launch secrets, 22 videos. Like I think there's 22 or 23 videos in there, but you have a full like product built and you're launching it when you're done with that course. You know what I mean? Yeah. FOMO kicks in. I'm telling you. All right. How often should you send these automated emails? For most welcome email sequences, you can send 1 email a day. There are exceptions, but this is perfect. This is a perfectly fine rule of thumb, once a day. Because here's the thing. When someone gets on your list, you want to email them the next day. And then the next day, you want them to remember who you are. Oh, that's that girl I got that German course from, or that German freebie from, right? You want them to remember who you are. So if you only send them that welcome delivery email and then you don't email them for 5 days, they're going, who's this Stella chick? Why is she emailing me? What is she giving me here? I'm just saying, that's how many of you have said the same thing? Like, who's that? What? I've done it 100 times. I see emails and I'm like, I don't even know who that person is. What did I buy from them? What did I get from them? I don't even remember. It's bad. And that same thing works if you don't read your emails either, because I'm just saying. So how do you combine your broadcast and your welcome email sequences? Well, let me do a little bit more, okay? So if you wait too long between emails, your customers don't think of them as connected to each other. Emails that are 4 days apart aren't nurturing leads, they're disconnected, all right? So of course it depends if your contacts need time to try your content or trial. Giving them that time makes sense as long as they still interact with you in some capacity. Hey, take a screenshot and post it on your face or on your Instagram stories. Hey, reach out to me on Instagram if you have any questions, whatever, right? If you have contacts who are red hot and ready to take action, emailing them twice a day might make sense too. And I know some of you are thinking, oh, I don't want to email someone twice a day, but it works. So here's the key. Don't lose momentum. Send as often as necessary to keep the momentum going. All right. So in your email marketing automation software, you can set up your broadcast so that they go out to anyone currently in your welcome automation. So I get the fear here. You don't want to stop sending out your regular newsletters because that's a big part of getting people onto your email list in the first place. At the same time, you don't want to be sending a newsletter to someone who's going through your welcome email sequence because that's just confusing. And that's what I was telling you at the beginning. So I have my deliver your freebie. That automation is now over. You're done. I add you to the nurture email, welcome email sequence workflow. Now they're going to get my welcome email sequence. When they're done with that, they get tagged with LWW master. Now they're going to, and it waits 2 days because they just got a series of the delivery email and then 5 or 6 days of emails from me. So typically I wait 2 days, 1 day on the front end, 1 day before they get put on the workflow, 1 day after they get added to the workflow, and then they start getting emails from me 3 times a week. And that's my process. It just works for me. It doesn't have to be the same for you. You can do delivery and then nurture them right there with 5 emails and then they're done. And then you tag them with your master. But I wouldn't. Here's what I'm saying when I say master. Okay. I send out broadcasts. I schedule these emails. These are not an automation that they go through that's triggered, right? It's not an automation. It's a broadcast, meaning I sit down and type the email and then I schedule it to go out on Monday. I sit down and type the email, and then I schedule it to go out on Wednesday. I sit down and type the email, and then I schedule it to go out on Friday. Of course, I don't sit down and type them all those days. I create all 3, and then I schedule all 3 to go out on those particular days. But The people that are in my nurture sequence, I don't want them to get those emails because they're already getting my nurture sequence emails, my welcome sequence emails. I don't want them to get my 3, right? Because that's just too many emails. Now people are just mad and they're going to be like, unsubscribe, I'm out. This lady sending me way too many emails, right? Yes, Christina, broadcast is the same as campaign, or are we all sequences technically? No, I call automations and workflows, those to me are the same. So an automation is triggered by someone opting in for a freebie. That's when an automation takes place, okay? But broadcast can be synonymous with campaigns, because I think System.io calls them campaigns, but Go High Level calls them broadcast. No, I think Go High Level calls them campaigns as well. I just call them broadcasts. Got it. All right. Don't forget word of mouth. Carry cards with you. That is how I'm getting. Or a QR code on your phone, Jose. I usually have a QR code. When I was at certain events, I would give them a QR code. What is the difference between redirect and social connector? Dora, the difference, and this is just Michelle's opinion here, the difference is the person running it. The platform's identical. So it's just a matter of the support that you get, the training that you receive, and being able to utilize the platform, successfully. So a lot of that has to do with the person behind the screen, the Oz. It all has to do with whoever's running the platform and the software. Now, I do know Social Connector has a lot of tools, AI tools to help you with the social media part of it. He's got a lot of AI tools inside of the Social Connector for that. You have both. What do you have both for? Oh, the QR code in the cards. Got it. All right, perfect. Yep. Because you run across those people going, what is that? It's a QR code. What do I do with that? Right? Yeah, you get this. Oh, okay. Here's a card. I cannot remember 10 minutes after giving my email and what freebie was. That's why it's good to have like 1 or 2 freebies most. Like I would stick with 1 freebie. If you're just starting out, 1 freebie, and you just rotate that over and over and over again. Brazil people, yes, we need cards, right? Redirect is more of an MLM, right, for selling the software than an action. There you go. And that's another one, another good comparison. So thank you, Candace. Yeah, from what I understand, redirect teaches you how to sell redirect. And if you don't want to, like I had SparkFlow Pro, I had my own Go High Level agency. I didn't want to be in the software business, like not even a little. That's why I got out of it, and SparkFlow Pro is no longer available because I didn't want to own a software. It's a lot of work, right? I don't want to sell, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's what I know that is that they teach you how to sell it so that you can make money off of selling it. Where I'm going to teach you how to create and sell digital products, and I'll teach you how to use Social Connector to sell those digital products, right? All right, so let's see what we got. Final thoughts. Send emails regularly, okay? Emails establish reputation, make more sales, stay on their minds. They want to hear from you. Trust me, if they don't, they will unsubscribe. Connect with your audience. When you send an email to a list segment, picture an audience member that you're writing to. Mention something that you have in common or ask what they think about something. This helps you connect on a deeper, more personal level. The more connected you all feel, the more loyal you'll all be. So here's a test. How many of you love the Friends show, the show Friends? Anybody? These are my people. These are my people. You see what I'm saying? I was just watching. That's why I thought of it. I was watching this weekend. I can watch it 100 times and it's still hysterical. Still sad to think about, Matthew Perry, but I love that show. So funny. Mention that. Like, I could totally do an email and say, so I went up to see my mom in New Hampshire, and like she was watching like TV Land the whole time. So I had to be on my iPad watching something that I loved. So I was watching Friends again. Right. And then that'll get people to be like, oh my God, I love Friends. Right. Find something that you can have in common with your people. I can still hear my dad laughing for his room. God rest his from his room. Yeah, see? Friends is awesome. I love Friends. But what were we watching? We were TV Land. That's what we were watching most of while I was up there with her. So the Golden Girls. There was some other Mike and Molly. Oh my God, Mike and Molly, so funny. Okay, encourage conversation. And that's what I was just talking about. As you email your list, build relationships by encouraging two-way conversations. Like you can build good relationships through email messaging. The key is to communicate effectively by giving them something interesting to think and talk about. These strategies and tips can help you start very informative and beneficial conversations. So use a good reply email address. So like reply to support@ladywealthwarrior.com, right? Be open and sociable. Share behind the scenes information and inform them about events. So any events that you have coming up, make sure your email list knows about it, okay? Educate, inform, and sell. Know their buying cycle stage. The type of email you send depends on where the subscriber is in your buying cycle. Should you give more information about their problem? Should you ask them how they like their purchase? Each of these gives you an opportunity to suggest or promote something to help them. Send appropriate messages based on the action they just made or walked away from. So again, if somebody comes to your core Stella and they didn't buy it, but they came through it and they just didn't purchase it. So they came and checked it out. So they're in a position in their journey with you. So you got to know where they're at. So if they're in your non-buyers or abandoned cart sequence, you can send them very targeted emails because you know they checked it out, but they didn't buy it. So maybe there's something else, a low ticket product that you can send to them that maybe they'd be more interested in. Okay. Or even if you're an affiliate for something, let's say you're an affiliate for a book on Amazon or something, send them the book. You know what I mean? Send them an audio file, whatever.
I'm part of Love Marketing too. So, yeah.
There you go. See what I mean?
Mhm.
Find a product that can help your audience and offer that to them.
Okay.
Add value. All of the content you send, including emails, should provide valuable information, including the premium products. If you're not sure about the quality, value, or relevance of the offer, it doesn't belong on your promo list. Only recommend high quality items that have a good reputation and meet your subscribers' wants and needs. There's a couple of times that I have done that and it didn't pan out, and yet I put myself out there to offer it to my list, thinking it was a good idea. So I am very choosy now what I send out to my email list. If I don't know it, like it, love it, trust it, my email list doesn't even hear about it. And that's just from what I've learned in the past. Spice up transactional emails, okay? One quick way to boost your income is to use the transactional emails, such as a thank you, welcome, shipping confirmations, invoices, and more. To do this, add a cross-sell or upsell at the bottom of the document. A nice thank you for your business. Here's a gift. Always works very well. Repurpose content for your list. The great thing about content is it can all be repurposed, reformatted, and reorganized for other uses. So let's say you do a carousel on Instagram with the top 10 phrases for German if you're visiting Germany. It's a carousel. You gave them all the top 10 phrases, right? Put it in an email. You know what I mean? Here's how you say whatever, German, because to me, hearing it works better than reading it. Like I would know how to read a German word, you know what I mean? So I would want the audio for that. So, but you can literally take a piece of content that you've done on Instagram and repurpose it to an email. Don't overthink it. Okay. If you've got an Instagram video with a great caption, put a link to the video and put the caption as your email, right? I know, Kathy, you've got a lot of informative emails or videos. Take the transcript from that video, turn it into an email. That's simple, right? Like you've got a lot of talking videos, Kathy. Those would work really well for you and your audience. Poke the dragon. Sometimes blunt, descriptive reminders of situations and pain points can prompt people to take action. The pee-pee dance, right? Don't know how to ask for the bathroom in Germany. Let me help you out, right?
How'd you know what I was going to start doing? That's exactly what I was going to start doing. Yep.
Simply write an email that educates readers about a strong pain point and the associated problem. You can also mention how to solve that one problem with an offer. Okay. And again, maybe you could do like your freebie. you could literally do an upsell to the audio file. Give them the freebie with the words and then how to pronounce it underneath it, where they've got to figure it out on their own. And then $7, you can grab my audio file where I'll walk you through and say all these with you for $7. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
I'm just saying. So the biggest part of the Poke the Dragon is you want to remind them of their pain point. That's the reminder of the pain point. That's the Poke the Dragon. Okay. So that they're like, yeah, man, I don't want to be stuck in Germany doing the pee-pee dance, man. Ooh, you're reminding them of that problem. Okay. Like, oh man, I don't want to work for 40 freaking years and then come home and die when I retire. Right? Yes. I need to learn how to make my own money. Right? Let me learn. Okay. You poke the dragon. All right. Show enthusiasm. There's no short of enthusiasm in my house, let me tell you. When you are trying to get people to buy something, don't apologize for sending promotional emails. Instead, tell them the benefits, not the features, the benefits. And that's where a lot of people get wrong. They tell the features of their product, not the benefits, as well as why you wish you had access to it earlier. Example, I wish I had this moms in business system when I started my business. I could have spent so much more time with the kids when they were little. Check it out. I can't wait for you to find out. I can't wait to find out if you are as excited as I am. Enthusiasm is catchy. All right. Don't forget to make them mobile friendly. All right. You want to make sure that your emails are all mobile friendly. All right. So now it's time to get started. That's it. It's the last step. Get started. Now that you know how to nurture your list and build relationships, go ahead and get started. If you have a list but neglected the email members, you can start right now by sending them a welcome message. Don't think because I did, that's what I thought. The 4,500 people that I had on Active Campaign that I didn't nurture and I didn't do the right thing with them, I basically ignored them. I didn't show them any love. So they never heard from me again, basically. Okay. So those leads, yeah, I guess you could say are kind of dead. So I lost like 4,500 people. That's a lot. That is a lot. All right. So don't think that because you haven't, like the 54 people, and I'm just going to use you as an example, Jonda. I don't know if she's still here. I think she bounced. So Jonda.
No, I'm still here.
Oh, there you are. Thank you. So she has 54 people. Let's say she hasn't sent them. And I know you've been emailing them. So don't respond. So let's say she hasn't responded to them in like 2 weeks, right? They came in, they got our freebie, and she hasn't emailed them in like 2 weeks. We'll go with 30 days. 30 days, they haven't heard anything from Jonda. They came in, they grabbed her freebie, and they left. It's not too late to still send those welcome emails. Trust me when I tell you, the people that don't want to be on your list will unsubscribe, okay? So over the weekend, I have literally been cleaning up my list. I found over 1,500 invalid emails on my list. 1,500. Now, when my system goes to try to send an email to those people and their emails are invalid, it bounces. That hurts your email score on Gmail, right? Like if I'm emailing Gmail or I'm emailing iCloud or emailing AOL, like it hurts me in their eyes because of my bounce rate, my open rates, my click-through rates. You want to make sure that you're keeping your score up. So you want to keep your list clean. And I know what you're thinking. So Jonda, let me just give you an example. Let's say 20 out of those 54 people never click an email or even do D&D, which is unsubscribe next week. If they unsubscribe from your list, you need to get rid of those people. Even though your list is now only 34, but now it's going to be 34 engaging members on your list. People that are opening your emails, people that are clicking your emails. That's what you want on a list. You don't just want names. You don't just want numbers. You don't just want freebie seekers. Am I right? How many people want freebie seekers and not buyers? Anybody here want freebie seekers and not buyers? Nobody? Nobody? Okay. So when you give someone a freebie and they're not going to engage with you any further, send them to the road. They're gone. They got to go. Yep. Bye. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. All right. So let them know what you plan to do with the list going forward. Offer a special freebie and start over by nurturing your list and building relationships. So let's say you have this one freebie. And again, my new students, one freebie. Don't go all out and trying to create all kinds of freebies and all kinds of stuff. You have one freebie. Well, let's say they opted in, they got that freebie, and then you haven't emailed them for 30 days. So you want to revive that list, if you will. Okay. Go ahead and build another freebie for that list. That's it. You're not putting it out in the public. Build something for free that you can give them to, like, hey man, I let them know you've been working on something exciting and I can't wait to share it with you. Right. But don't forget to tell them about your journey. Don't forget to nurture them, because that's probably where you stopped. They got your freebie and then you didn't say anything else to them. So nurture them. Send that welcome email sequence to them. All right. You want to put everything in place to nurture your list the moment someone signs up. Use technology to its fullest advantage and set up autoresponder series for each freebie, product, and service you offer. Add in plenty of conversational messages and ask for a response either by reply or by going to a Facebook group to discuss things, right? Before you know it, your email subscribers will truly feel like a special member and will be more likely to respond to your calls to action. All right, so I have this right here. I'm going to go ahead and copy this link. I'm going to put it in here. Those of you on the replay, you can go ahead and grab it underneath the video. Here is my Google Doc. At the end of the Google Doc, I'm going to show you what I have for you. I have a Trello board. Now, those of you that have been here in my meetings before, you guys should already have this Trello board, but it is the Digital Club Email Marketing Trello board. Okay, I'm going to let Stacy in. Are you in now, Stacy?
Sorry, technical difficulties.
No worries, fine. So here is the DCC Email Marketing Trello board. This has helped me so much. All of my emails are in my Trello board, right? Take a look. Here's my Trello board. So I've got my weekly emails, low ticket launch secrets, nurturing emails, my DCC, my challenge campaigns, my done for you biz emails, PLR project, stand store emails, opt-in campaigns, weekly sales, Lipo buyers, Lipo non-buyers, my faceless workshop, sales campaigns, customers, book bundle, Black Friday hook book, Lipo members, right? I have all of my emails. So again, December is over. So I usually just move this list all the way to the end. Right, there we go. And now I've got my January. So I keep all of my emails in a Trello board. So that way I'm not going through. So imagine I took you through my journey in the beginning, Tammy. Imagine I had ClickFunnels, I had GetResponse, I had ActiveCampaign, I had System.io, I had GFunnel, I had my other, right? Imagine if that's where my emails were. And I had to go into the system to get email number 1, email number 2, email number 3. No thanks. So I have them all on my Trello board. So when I move from place to place, which I don't recommend ever, they're in one place. Not to mention, because now I actually have someone else that schedules my emails for me. So the emails are in there and I say, okay, all the emails are in the Trello board. I just need you to schedule them to go out on Monday, Tuesday, or I think it's Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. That's my emails. Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Schedule them out, tell her what time, and all the emails are right in there for her. So I've set up a system to where now I can have help to get these things done, right? So that's my recommendation. There is a link to the Trello board at the bottom of that sheet that I gave you, which is all the notes that we just went through. Okay, everything that I said, so you don't have to actually take notes and write them all down. Okay, and there's the Trello board for you. So if you haven't been organizing your emails, start organizing them now, like the lead magnet campaigns, right? And I have the email tip worksheet, which is here, the thing I just gave you, the lead magnet checklist so that you can create a fabulous lead magnet, 25 subject lines to help you out. The lead magnet campaign email sequence is right here. So a 7-day lead magnet campaign, anything in pink, you change with your information. The lead magnet ideas cheat sheet, which is a freebie that I use and I give out. And then my challenge campaigns. Here's the email sequence right here. 5-day challenge campaigns if you're running a challenge. Sales campaigns are here. Webinar masterclass if you're doing a webinar or a masterclass, a sales campaign. And then you're nurturing. Okay. Now let's talk newsletters for a minute because I know Kathy wanted me to touch on that. Okay. So in my newsletters, I basically tell my list what I basically give my list what I tell them I'm going to give them. Tips, tricks, simple marketing strategies, right? So let's take a look. And I think in my email, let's look at some of them. The Digital Coaching Club is relaunching. So there's one. When I was launching something, right? Grab your free content ideas for January. So check it out. Click here to grab your free content ideas. Make sure to follow Lady Wealth Warrior on Instagram. So I'm promoting my Instagram channel because I'm trying to grow my channel. Okay. Here's the truth about what happened with my business. So this is one of those vulnerable moments here. Okay.
Michelle, were you wanting us to see that? Because we can't see it.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Sorry. Thank you. Anyways, so here I have in my Trello board, these are my weekly emails, okay? So I have the Digital Coaching Club. When I was launching the Digital Coaching Club, the new, right, is relaunching. Did you miss the low ticket launch secrets? But hey, you can get in the Digital Coaching Club. Grab your free content ideas, right? Click here to grab your free content ideas for January. Make sure to follow the Lady Wealth Warrior on Instagram. Here's the truth about what happened to my business. So it's a little vulnerable moment here, okay? So that people can start to really, oh, she is human kind of thing, right? So you want to get vulnerable with your people. Turn your skills into a sellable product by doing this. And look, I think, don't quote me, but I think this was an Instagram carousel or an Instagram reel, okay? Seriously. Okay. Here's a free guide. Conquer content chaos with Trello. Okay. I have a bunch of, drop the word Trello and I'll send you over my link. I turned it into an email. Okay. So don't overthink this stuff, guys, because it's really not as hard as you think. If you've got a really good piece of content, turn that into an email, and that's a newsletter. So whether you want to send a newsletter once a week, and that's my recommendation for most people when starting out, once a week, send an email. Pick a day of the week. Sit down one day a month and write out 4 emails. Now your newsletters are done for the whole month. What am I going to teach my people? So for you, Stella, go look up some German history, some Germany history, right? Some of the things that travelers will encounter, some of the really good places that they can visit, right? Some of the hot spots, okay? Like seriously, you could literally do like a travel with some pictures, some really great stuff for you. Some great ideas for you. Kathy, you could also do some conversations that you have with some of the people, obviously not giving out any names or stuff, but so I just had a call with a current client, with a future client, whatever. And this was one of the problems that she was facing. I myself, as a parent of special needs, I face this too. You can get really vulnerable with your audience as well. Get them to really know, oh, she really does understand all of the trials and tribulations that you went through with this whole, IEP stuff with your, seriously, like I could think of content for days, right? But honestly, guys, do a newsletter, go to ChatGPT. Tell ChatGPT who you are, who you help, and say, I'm looking to send out a weekly newsletter, and I'd like it to have, this, highlights in it, whatever, and ask it for some, so that way you're not staring at a blank screen. And it's just to give you that inspiration of ideas so you're not staring at a blank screen. Okay? Does anyone have any questions? Floor is now open. Is there a how-to in Trello? Is there a how-to in Trello to set up emails? Kathy Smith, no. But isn't there one in the boot camp? I think there's one in the boot camp. Yeah. You should find it in the boot camp. Gotta run, work call. You bet, Lori. All right. So any questions on emails? This is one of those things that people do not put enough priority on, and you need to. Like, stop the presses, spend a couple hours on this, okay? Because it will pay off years moving forward. So if you have 0, those of you that put a 0, you have no list, go build a fabulous lead magnet. You're in the Digital Coaching Club, go to that course and figure out how to create a outstanding lead magnet that's going to get people to give you their email address, okay? Start there if you have 0 subscribers. If you have subscribers, start with these email sequences. Go ahead, Miss Kathy.
Sorry, I had just accidentally clicked off the screen. Okay, so on the emails, like I have some in, well, I actually don't have any in my email list yet for the special education stuff, but is the smart list how you can separate those out and go high level?
Yes.
because I need to do that. Like put all of,
You want me to show you my smart list and how to do that?
yes.
Okay.
Yes, that'd be great.
Sure. And I'll get your question in a second, Dora. Okay, stick with me. Don't go nowhere. Okay, so here I am inside of my contacts list. Up here at the top, I have all of my smart lists. Okay. To create a smart list, I would go to the filters. I would click more filters. And then let's say I want to filter out all of my DCC buyers. Okay, which I already have a tag for that. But I want to separate them, right? DCC buyers. So that's you guys. But now I want to say, I'm going to hit apply. So I have 274 records, but I want to see if they also have the tag LiPo on them. Okay. Because that means they came from my LiPo system over here. Okay. And then I'm going to hit apply. And I got 222 of you. Okay. So maybe I want to send an email to all of my LiPo people about the LiPo Max and how we're reverting. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense, Kathy?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
So I don't want to send it to all my DCC buyers, just those DCC buyers that also bought LiPo. Okay. And that's how you can segment out your list. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you. If you have anybody working for you, you can share your smart list, but it's only for that person. Like this is only for you, logged in as you. So the smart list don't transfer over to up to like it's not for your account. It's just for you.
Okay, but so do you have to do that every time you send that email, or you can save that smart list?
Yes, you can save that smart list. So I have my smart list here.
Mhm.
As you can see, I have more. I have my LWW master. So this is my LWW master. Look, I got 7,714 records, but look at my entire email list. 26,988. I'm not even sending an email to 26,000 people.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
sending it to those people that are on my master list. These are people that have interacted with me. Their emails are valid. They're buying my stuff, right? So I want hot buyers. I want people that want my things, that resonate with me, that want to hear from me.
We don't want to, because the emails, even though it's not much, with 26,000, it costs you a lot of money to send an email.
Well, like I told you, $10 will get you about 10,000 emails. So if
Yeah.
I'm 7,700 emails 3 times a week, I'm spending about $30 a week on email. But as long as I'm getting that $30 back in my sale,
Right.
it, you know what I mean?
Worth it, but not to send 26,000 when you're not going to get.
Exactly. So it doesn't really help me out. So that's why I started really cleaning up my list. So a tip for you guys moving forward is make sure as your people are unsubscribing, get rid of them. Don't keep them on your list. Okay. And then if their emails are invalid, get rid of them. Don't keep them on your list. Clean out that list now. Otherwise, you'll be sitting here like Michelle trying to figure out 26,000 emails. And it's a lot. Let me just tell you. And right now, I think I've still got like 300 and some odd that are still invalid that I've got to go through and delete. So just keep your email list clean and engaged people. Get them to respond to you. Hey, thank you so much for grabbing my freebie. Hey, reply to this email and let me know you got it so I know that you got it. Okay. And the rest of my emails won't land in your spam or your junk, right? Get them to engage with you. What is your biggest struggle when it comes to fill in the blank, right? Get them to have a conversation. It's not as hard as you think, but if you start now, it only gets easier. And a lot of this, guys, I had to learn the hard way. And that's why I want to teach you guys now from the beginning, because nobody taught me any of this stuff. And that's why I had like 4,500 emails that are no good, because nobody taught me this stuff. They taught me the basics, the non-buyers and the buyers. That's it. That's all I learned. So how do you get, okay, so let me go back to Dora. What are all your current offers? Okay, so Dora, my current offers are my low ticket launch secrets, which it's not on sale right now. And my digital coaching club, which you're in right now. And then my boot camp, which is going to be launched in March. You'll hear more about that at the end, or in February, in a couple of weeks. You'll hear more about my boot camp. And I'm going to be running a challenge. Okay. So those are my current offers, and you'll see my low ticket launch secrets again in April. I'm trying to get some feedback for those that actually bought it to see if there's anything I can do to improve it for the next launch. Please drop your link for Go High Level. Yes, my bad. Let me get it. Gotta go, Army. Jose's gone. Love and blessings. Have a great day. How do you get notified of an invalid email to those who, when you look at, that's a great question, Kathy. When you go, you should be going through your analytics for emails. Okay. So let me show you some analytics here real quick of my emails that have gone out. Okay. So when I look at my email campaigns, I go to marketing and I'm on Go High Level, guys. I'm on marketing, emails, campaigns. And then over here, like I can look at like my most recent ones. So this one here was sent. These are the call reminders. This one here's a newsletter, right? So I'm going to go ahead and just click on these 3 dots and click on statistics. And then over here in the red, I'm going to click load more statistics. And then I like to show them in numbers just because I'm a numbers person. But you can see I got 3 hard bounces. Those are most likely the invalid emails. I got 1 unsubscribed and I got 475 skipped. Guarantee you those are invalid emails as well. But I think I still might have gotten charged for those, but I don't know. But down here, you can actually see the ones that have delivered, the ones that people that have opened them. See, I got 511 that have opened, but you can see the summary and percentages. 99.9%, but only 7.14% opened my email and 0.28% clicked. Now, I would have to go back to the email to see what was actually sent. Was it a sales email? Was it a value email? You know what I mean? Because that matters. Like if I want to sell something, let's take a look at this one here. Because you can also see any money you've made in Go High Level. You can actually see right here, revenue. You can see the revenue that you made. So again, if this wasn't a selling email, I'm not planning on making any revenue, right? So what do we got for unsubscribed? So I got 3 here, 3 hard bounces. Those are definitely the invalid emails. They got a hard bounce. But out of 510 people that opened it, 5 people clicked a link. That's not great. I'm just saying. In my eyes, that's not great. But if I go back, I just want to look at that one again. Let me show you. Where's my last? Oh, recent. And you can see the email statistics and you can see the preview right here. So I can actually see, yeah, see, it was just join me live on Instagram and TikTok. So 5 people like, oh, let me go see what Michelle's doing on Instagram, right? So it wasn't a selling email. Okay. There are a few that I have sent out that I've actually made money from, like my low ticket launch signature promotional emails, right? But that's how you find out, Kathy. Does that help? I had to walk away for a second and may have missed your answer to this. In Mindset Mastering DCC, there is no video for the vision board. Yes, that is coming. I should have that on draft. My bad. I want to do an actual vision board workshop, which we kind of did, but I want to do it again. How's everybody's vision board coming? I see it every morning when I walk in. It makes me feel so good. I'm so glad I did a physical one. Look, Johnny's going to show me hers. Look at it. See, I love it. I love it. Those physical ones. I'm telling you, it's making a difference. I love it. Do you get charged if a large number bounce? Yes, Dora. Again, if I've got, thousands of them that bounce, I'm getting charged for those that got sent but didn't go through because they bounced. So that's why it's super important to clean up your email list. Okay, Christine, amazing. I need to start my, yes, Stacy. So what I could do for now is I could actually put that replay in that spot, the replay. So maybe I'll clean it up. That's a good idea, Stacy. Because we kind of did a vision board training workshop. So I'd like to put it in there. Maybe I'll do that. Replay, yes. Okay. All right.
Repurpose.
Exactly. Right? Work smarter, not harder. I'm just saying. All right, let me get my link. That's all. Let me just get the link for Social Connector here. And like I said, you get a 2-week free trial. So what do we got here?
Quick question.
Sure.
So,
Michelle, can we meet tomorrow?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry, lady.
Go ahead, Stella.
Would it be okay to meet tomorrow, Michelle? Do you have time?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Yes. Tomorrow's actually pretty good.
perfect. You let me
There's
know
a
what time
Go High
later,
Level.
whatever's best for you.
Just reach out to me on Facebook. Yeah, let me know.
Okay, perfect.
All right, so I just dropped my link for Social Connector. I believe it's going to work. Yep, it'll work.
So Social Connector is Go High Level.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So Go High Level allows you to white label their software. So all that means is other people can put their branding, their name, like mine was SparkFlow Pro, right? But I didn't have the money for a developer to get all those fancy tools and AI, and I didn't have it. I didn't know how to do it, and I didn't have the money to hire someone to do that. So I felt like I was cheating my people because Social Connector was better because he had all this fancy stuff in there. And I'm like, I'll never be able to have that for my people. So I'm like, you know what? I don't want to own a software, so I'm out. So now I promote Social Connector, even though I don't use it for my business, okay, because I use SparkFlow Pro. I kept that one, but I know the platform. I know the platform very well, and I can use it and teach it, and so that's the one that I recommend.
Okay, and this is your, yeah, got it.
So I'm an affiliate for it. So yes, that is my affiliate link. Yeah. So like I said, 2-week free trial, give it a try, but I will be having some training inside of the Digital Coaching Club. But for now, honestly, Tammy, if you get stuck on something, post it in the community, because we have several ladies on here that are using it that might be able to help you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Because
I feel good about this now because I'm going to get rid of System.io and all that.
Yeah, and I think it'll be, and again, I love System.io, but it had its limits. Like their pipelines are not the best. And the pipelines that I have that can actually show my customers in my pipeline where they're at with my process. So I know the people that I think would be a really good fit for my boot camp. I can have them in there for me to follow up with a call or whatever. So I know this would be a good sale because they've got my freebie, they got my low ticket, they got my mid ticket. The next step is their high ticket with me. Like, let me help you on that next step, right? So I can keep them in my pipeline. And System.io, they have pipelines, but from what I hear, they're not great. So there are limits. There are limits with System.io. This one, like, I don't think you can do text message marketing in there. This one you can send texts. So I send an email. Like some of you have probably gotten them, an email and a text. When someone joins the DCC, they get an email and a text from me.
I love the text, yeah.
Right. So, and I do too. I'm starting to use it a little bit more now. All right. Any last minute questions? Going once, going twice. All right. I hope this was helpful, everybody. I hope you got some value out of it and start using your email marketing Trello board. Keep those emails organized. Okay. Trust me. Just trust me. It'll pay off in the end. Okay. Start getting out there and type those emails. All right. Hope you guys have a fabulous rest of your day and a fantastic.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Miss Tammy. Love you back, Dora. So if you need anything from me, you know where to reach me. Hit me up in the community and I'll be around. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.